What is up, everybody? In this video I'm going to show you how I do my house drawings in Sketchup, or designing, or how you want to call it. Pretty much always I start with drawing a base plate like this, um, pulling it down a little bit, then triple click, press G, enter, and you made this a component. So then you're gonna draw the outlines of the first floor of the house. So yeah, just do whatever, making this 8 meters, 10 meters. I have it set to millimeters. That's actually not so convenient for this, but whatever. So I'm gonna do this 12 meters, 6, and you can reference it with that point like so. And you're gonna, yeah, I guess this is gonna be the base of the house, like the outlines of the first floor. Then I'm gonna pull this up, pressing P, and click on the face and pull it up. So what I do is I pull it up like how high the walls are going to be. I'm gonna say 2.7 meters. I'm sorry, I'm used to the metric system. But I also want to give the floor some thickness. So I'm gonna make it 2.7 and then another 20 centimeters, so that would be 2.9. So it's 2.9 meters, like so. And now I'm gonna make this a component. Triple click, press G, enter, bam. And then I'm gonna make the first floor. So how I do that is I double click this, copy this face, Ctrl C, go out of this component, Ctrl V, and just place it on here, like that. And the same thing as before, but now the floor needs to be a little bit thicker, because that has to be just a little bit thicker. So that's I'm gonna make that 25 centimeters plus 2.5 meters for the actual height of the walls. So that's 2.75 meters, and that's the first floor. Again, make this a component, triple click, G, enter. And now for the the third and the last floor, there's a couple of things you can do. I actually want to do for this one, I want the roof to start something like on the half of the first floor, if you know what I mean. So from here I want to go like this, or actually from here like this, so I can go make a 90-degree bend in the roof here like this. So I'm just gonna draw a triangle here by making a line like so, and then a line from the middle, and then maybe I should first draw it through here, and then I can determine how high I want it to be. So this would be, I think I'm gonna make this, let's say 3 meters, like so. Like so. So now what I do is delete these. I'm gonna pull this like so, and I'm gonna do the same over here, like so. 3 meters. Or maybe I can make this a little higher for a nicer look. 2.5 meters. I don't know if it's gonna be nicer, but maybe, I don't know. Well, I'm just gonna stick with it, whatever. Doesn't really matter. So I'm gonna pull this through here, and this needs to line up with this point over here. And now I'm gonna extend the top of this roof, and you can when you are aligning your line like this on the red axis, you can hold shift and just let it snap to this face. That's where you want to be. And let's, oh yeah, it's also very handy to make some layers. So I'm gonna have my window layers over here. I'm gonna add one by clicking the plus and make a layer first floor, and I'm gonna select the first floor, and then you can go to entity info. You can all find that in the window drop down menu, entity info and layers. So select the first floor and go to entity info and select first floor in the layer drop down menu. And now in the layer window you can uncheck first floor, and then it's gone. So now I am going to finish this roof by connecting these points like so. Delete these, and there's the roof, sort of. That's also not necessary. So make this a component, G, enter, and also put this in a layer, second floor. Do the same thing, put that in the second floor layer, and I can hide it whenever I want. This is very, very helpful to do this. So now I'm gonna edit the, I'm just gonna hide the second floor, or the attic. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna do that. Double click the first floor, and then press the F button for the offset tool, and then you can make some thickness in the walls. I'm always making that 250 millimeters, and then you can pull down. And if you forgot how much you want to pull this down, you can pull it down all the way, but then you have no floor basically. So this is 2750 millimeters. So I'm gonna pull it down 2.5 meters, and then I have a floor of 250 millimeters, which is pretty realistic. 2.5 meters, and then I still have a floor in there. So now I'm gonna get in the second floor again, and I'm gonna cut this away from the first floor by edit it again, and trace this line here, and I can pull this away, erase this line, I can pull this away like so, do the same over here, pull it away, pull this away. Now here you have to draw some lines manually. So I'm gonna erase this. Now this stuff can be tricky because, as you can see, this does not line up. because of the different angles of the roof here and here. But I think this will be fine, like this, and do the same on the other side. Push it away, delete the no needed lines, delete, do it again here. Over here is the same as before, just let me see. I'm gonna hide the second floor to see how it's going. So I'm gonna extend this line through here, delete this, connect this, and connect this. I don't know if I am happy with how this is going, but I think I'm just gonna leave. I am very, yeah, how do we call it, nitpicky. So this has to have a wall, obviously, and that's not going well like this. So obviously it's easier if you have the same angle of this roof. If this roof has the same angle as this roof, then you don't have these problems, then all this will line up better. So maybe that's something I should do. No, I want to make this work. Let me see. Extend this line. Okay, so now we have a wall here. Extend, make a line here. So now I do have a wall over there too. It's just there's something funny here. Just connect points will sometimes just automatically solve the problems. I'm gonna leave it for this for now. So this is the second floor now, first floor. And now we're gonna do the, so this is all the basic shaping. So now the second floor or the roof. I am going to make another layer for the roof. So roof, and I'm going to double click and select these roof faces like this, copy it with Ctrl C, and then you can actually go to edit and paste in place, and that places it where you copied it from. So that's something I recently found out. It's very handy also. Now I'm gonna make that a component, and I can put that into the layer roof. Oh, what did I do just now? What is this? Put this in the layer roof. Yes, and hide it. So now I'm gonna delete these lines. Like that. And now I want to make this stuff a wall. But I also still have to make a floor. So I'm gonna make this a thickness. Well, I'm gonna do that differently. I'm gonna make the floor like this. Let them cut each other, like so. So we can delete that, or I have to make that one longer. So there we go. just make it long and cut away the waste like this. Delete, delete, delete. And I should have a floor. Oh yeah, of course I have to draw a line here. And there's the floor. And now, just to see things a little better, move this away 30 meters or something. Something you can remember. So you can easily put it back. Double click. Oh, I still have to connect it to this one over here. So this will be the floor of the attic. Attic? I don't know how you say that. I'm not English, as you probably can tell. So this will be the, I'm just gonna call it second floor. So you can measure the thickness of the floor you want. Let's make it 25 centimeters again. Do the same here. It already snaps to it. Do the same thing, make the lines too long. That's something I do. I found that to be helpful. So I can actually do it like this also. Delete, delete. Oh, that's one too much deleted. And do this, just go around. There we go. Connect these lines, points, corners, whatever. It's all about the details in my book. So now only we have to do is, these are walls, give them some thickness, 250. Delete these lines. I can stand too much lines. It's a problem. So delete, delete. Also, it eventually it will make a difference in how large your file will be. But also, I just can't stand them. 250. Delete, 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 delete. So this is the second floor. Just like that. Move it back 30 meters. Oh, of course. Look at this, I screwed this up. But I do like this. Maybe I could do it like this. Should I do it like this? Why not? So, if I want a roof like this, I should edit the first floor. It's not the end of the road, so you can go on the edge of the roof. So it says something about that edge, and then you can go like this to extend it, and you can see it turns purple, so it continues the angle of the roof basically, and you can hold shift to make sure you stay on it and go to that edge. Do the same here. And then make a line here. Now I can hide the second floor and just complete this. 250 on edge, purple, shift, boom, connect it. I'm not sure, do I have to be on this? I think so, yes. Yes, I think so. Okay. Make a line here. delete all this. So now we just made a little bit of a adjustment. Put back on the second floor. Let's see if the roof is still agreeing with this. Yes, look at that. So now we have to give the roof some thickness. Now you can go easy with it and just pull these up, like, I don't know, 15 centimeters. 15. But it's not gonna be, yeah, me being a perfectionist, I do it differently. So obviously you still have to make this the top of the roof. So what I'm gonna do is make a measure line like this of 150 millimeters. Then I'm gonna determine the overhang I want from the roof. I'm gonna make that a half meter. Then draw a line from the top straight up until you cut the measure line, until this cross section. Then you're gonna select this measure line and rotate that 90 degrees. Make a line from there of 150 and close it up to there. Now we have made a face, and that face we are going to copy rotate, as I call it. So select the face, then press the Q button and go to a face where you have a flat surface, so the tool turns blue. Hold shift, click on the point and press Control, so it copies it, and then press 180 for 180 degrees. Delete that line, and then we have that. I'm gonna do the same thing over here. 150, 500 millimeters from the wall. Line straight up to the cross section over there. Select this line, rotate that one 90 degrees, 150, close it up, copy rotate that face, Control 180, boom. So what you can do now is triple click this and this and press G and enter and make that a component. I'm gonna move that 15 meters. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull this just far enough, doesn't matter really, and I'm gonna do the same with this part. I'm just gonna pull it through like that. What you want to do is this face, this is the outside of the roof, as is this and this. Those need to cut each other basically. So you're gonna select this one, this one, this one, right click, intersect faces, and then with selection. Now I can delete these faces that I don't need, and I have to do the same with the inside of the roof. So this one, I can also say only select this one, and then right click intersect faces, and then with model, as you can see, it doesn't even give the option of selection, because I only have selected one face. But in this case that's not very convenient, so I'm gonna select that one, that one, that one. That's all the inside of the roof, and those have to cut each other like so. And now I can delete those faces that I don't want. So I want to delete this triangle here also, because you have to be able to walk from this area to this area, of course, if you are inside the second floor. How you can do that is just continue these lines over here, and on the other side, and also on the inside. That and like that. So now you can delete these. So now we are getting there, but we do have to still connect these points to close it all off. Chop, 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 and now all is connected, and I can delete all this stuff. And now it's almost there, or well, you can leave it like this, but what I like to do is just make it as clean as possible, and that you can do by, because this is not so nice, of course, you know, that is the this is a result of this roof being in a different angle than this one, as you can clearly see. So to make it as clear or as nice as possible, you can select this piece and grab it by the corner over here and press the control button to copy this and put it right over there on the corner. Then continue these lines over here like so, and like so. Connect all the edges, delete that, delete that. I deleted a little too much. Delete that. Or actually, you know what? Ctrl Z, Ctrl Z. I'm gonna select this bit. I'm gonna say move control like so, and I'm gonna right click and flip along the green direction, and I'm grab it by the corner over here and just slap it on here, and I'm done on this side too. All those things together make your work much faster. And I'm just an amateur, so you can do it probably a lot more efficient, but this is definitely one way. So I'm gonna pull this back 50 meters. So now I can double click, pull this 500 millimeters and this 500 millimeters. You can double click and then it will pull the same distance. That's also something you should know. This is a little too long. Now I did that on purpose, leave it a little long, because as you can see I can't even push it back until it is flush with the wall, as you can see. That is because of this roof piece the overhang of it. So you're basically stuck with this distance, which is almost 700 millimeters, but I'm okay with that. That's okay. At least it's connecting right here. Not really nice though, but what you can do for that is, and that's also realistic actually, is to make how do you call that, where the rain goes in, a rain catcher, I don't know, you'll get my point I guess. So I'm just gonna go with the flow here. How thick do I want that? Like, I don't know, 270. So this will be where the rain will be catched, if you know what I mean. So let's make this all consistent. How much do I want this to be? I guess 35. So make it flush with that. So then I can do that on all the roof parts, that it's consistent. So if you make this, you will hide that stuff. So to make it nice, you should do that also here. So I did 270, yeah. So snap to that point. To 70 with the offset tool like this, and I'm not sure, I'm just going with I'm just improvising, let's put it like that, 570. So I can't really tell in advance what I'm doing, but I guess I will just pull this like this and make this a component. Making things a component, that makes sure that things don't stick together. Like, I don't want this piece to stick to this, at least not yet. It depends. And just do it like this. No, I think that's nice. Have to pull this a little bit further, just like that, and this will be nice, I think. So 350. Gonna do the same over here. And 350, 270. Just like that. Pull this right into here. There you go. And you can tell that that's sort of stuff that gives a nice detail. You know, you can make this white and this a dark stone texture, and then a darker roof. That's very nice. Now over here, $270. not sure how much I am off with here, over here, like 100. It's all about the details. And sometimes you get lost like this, you know. What you can do is put in Control Shift E, and that will put you out, and it gives you a view of everything, pretty much. So this is now 84. Put this in a little bit, like 16. Good enough. Pull this, make that as a component, pull into here, make sure this doesn't stick out the bottom over here. So you can fill this in if you want. All that stuff. Maybe even pull this, but oh, pull this. No. Pull. What the hell? Oh, I was out the component like this, but I don't think I like that very much. No, just like this. So you can continue to do this around the house, and then, like I said, if you have saved some pictures from Google or anything from yeah, you can Google all kinds of textures and save the images, and then you can import them like so. I have all kinds of textures here. Roofing. Make sure you have all supported images types, and I have some roofing going on here. Let's take this one. Make sure you have use as texture, so you can slap it on a face like so. Select and just, well, as you can see, this is not how it should be. So I'm not sure, but by the way, but if I may right click on this texture and go to texture and say this projected, but I don't think that this is what I should do. No. No. So yeah, I did a lot of sketchupping, but I'm still sometimes struggling with getting the texture right. So that's upside down, I think. So of course this is just right click and texture position, and another right click, rotate 180. Done. So why is this doing so crazy? Well, you can of course just right click and go to texture and position and manually, because if you do it like this, rotate, yeah, you have only the options 90 and 180 and 270, but you can rotate it like this. I think this one, but change the scale of the texture also. So, and you have to just eyeball it pretty much. So, but this is not the way, the best way, I think. I mean, should be another way, but we'll go with this for now. And I hope I can at least copy this texture, like, yes, okay. And so for this, I usually in the materials box click plus and roof match, make a roof match material. Put it on here, but I'm not doing that very handy, because I don't want any texture on it. So I'm gonna uncheck that. So that's a way you can do that. So this matches up the color of the roof. Paint that stuff. Excuse me, it's something in my throat. Okay, yeah, you can do the same for the walls, the outside walls, textures, stone, and I like a little nice modern, maybe something like that. Maybe this. Yeah, maybe this. Let's see what that looks like. No. Damn it. Like so. So. And so there you go. I don't really like these bricks, but yeah, no, I don't really like that. I'm just for the heck of it gonna see, maybe it should be a lighter one like this. Let's put that on. It's a nice texture as well. Maybe a little bigger like this. I think I like this. So, and I believe I still have to chop. You can see how easy this is. I'm gonna include all this, make this a group or component, doesn't matter. I'm gonna put that in the layer of the roof as well, so that's gone too. Now I'm gonna offset these walls to 50, pull them down, not 2900 but 2700 millimeters. So there you go. So I'm gonna leave this as at this. This is just a basic shape, and I'm gonna make another. I'm gonna finish all these things up. These roofings. I'm gonna finish those, and then I'm gonna come back with another video and how to put windows in very conveniently, and some tips and tricks about that as well. So if you liked it, then I'm definitely gonna do that, and if not, then maybe not, I don't know. Yeah, cheers.